What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. We've gotten our hands on the Diris and its new catalyst, and I'll be going over why you need to add getting this exotic and its catalyst to your to-do list immediately. The Diris is a new arc grenade launcher available through the Season of the Witch Season Pass, and it comes with a catalyst upgrade that is an absolute must-have. This new exotic gives players the ability to wield our enemy's weaponry, as this grenade launcher mimics the Hive Knight Boomer launcher in almost every single way. As you can see in the gameplay footage, this exotic has a really cool and unique visual interaction, as its runes begin to glow and change as the weapon is fired. This grenade launcher features several unique traits. It pulls its rounds directly from reserves, so there's never a need to reload. As you continuously fire the Diris, the rate of fire increases, and if you become critically wounded, this weapon will immediately rev up to its fastest firing rate. When you defeat an enemy with the Diris, an Arc Moth will be generated, and it will seek out the nearest enemy, inflicting immense pain as its base damage is set at 526 points, which equates out to be 166 points in the Crucible. When this moth hits targets, they will create a blinding explosion, which can stun unstoppable champions. So far, this has proven to be a very powerful weapon, not necessarily a boss killer, but it provides a lot of fun and useful benefits. Diris has a unique interaction with another new exotic from this season. If you are a hunter using the Moth Keeper wraps, you will also generate a Void Moth when you defeat an enemy. This moth will fly to you or a nearby ally, providing a Void Overshield worth 22.5 points, which will also instantly trigger your health recovery. Once you've unlocked and masterworked its catalyst, the Diris becomes a much more lethal weapon. When you first obtain the Diris, you will need to visit Banshee so that you can get the catalyst quest, which is going to take a while to complete. Just truth be told, like every other seasonal exotic, this catalyst relies on you completing data calibration. You'll have to get kills with the Diris, but you'll be done with those far before you are done with the data calibration. The data calibration is progressed only through the completion of playlist activities, such as Crucible, Gambit, or Vanguard Ops. Personally, I found low-level Nightfalls to be the most lucrative method in order to progress the data calibration quicker, but queuing into the faster Crucible activities like Mayhem can also be prosperous. Bungie has made it a bit easier than it has been in previous seasons. I found I was able to complete this data calibration much faster this season than in previous ones. A key component to progressing data calibration is unlocking the catalyst upgrades that are contained within the Season Pass. Once the data calibration is complete, you'll have to visit Banshee to get the catalyst, but you'll need to defeat enemies once again with the Diris to unlock its perks, and it's right around 400 kills. You can use the opening phase of the Shurochi encounter within the Last Wish, or you can use this segment of the Breakneck mission to quickly knock out the required final blows. Once unlocked, you will start becoming amplified after final blows with this grenade launcher. You'll receive those benefits even when not using an arc subclass, which is pretty interesting to say the least. Once the catalyst has been masterworked, the enraged rate of fire will be obtained faster. To be expected, the Diris synergizes beautifully with arc subclasses, since you can trigger Amplified and then reap all of the benefits. But I've also found that this exotic works really well on strand builds. But most of that is due to Bungie's immense focus towards this new subclass, and to the fact that many of this season's artifact mods are directly tied into either orbs or strand tangles. The Diris was clearly made to synergize with the Moth Keepers, but even without those exotics, this is an amazing grenade launcher. You never have to reload it, it blinds targets, and it gives you the power of a Night Boomer. So it's pretty damn fun. So if you haven't given this new exotic a try, then now is certainly the time to do so. Those who don't activate the paid version of the Season Pass can still acquire the Diris by reaching rank 35 through the free version of the Season Pass. Otherwise, this exotic will go to the exotic kiosk, but it's unclear at what time that will happen. So Guardians, what are your thoughts about the Diris, the Moth Keepers, and everything else in Season of the Witch? Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.